Welcome to our home.
You had me at hello, 'cause where you go is where I go. I don't need no...
Hey there friends, it's Carly. Welcome back to my channel, or hello if you're new here, and welcome to today's video, which is going to be my fully furnished home tour. Now I do have a complete empty home tour also on my channel in the Hamptons at Home playlist, as well as individual videos sort of decorating and cleaning almost every space in the home. So if you want to check those out after this one, go ahead and do so. Now this house is probably not 100% complete, but it is as complete internally as it's going to get for quite some time. So I figured now would be as good a time as any to show you the progress and take you on a fully furnished home tour. So if that is something you're keen to see, grab yourself a cuppa and let's get into the video. So when you enter in from the front door, the first room that you come to is our master bedroom. The central piece of our master bedroom is our queen size bed and bedside tables. I got this bed something like 10 or so years ago from, I think it was 40 Winks, and I am still absolutely in love with it to this day. Almost all of my bedding, with the exception of this coverlet, is from Pillow Talk, and this one is from Aldi. Got it in the middle aisle, so happy with that purchase. And then this artwork above the bed I actually did myself, as inspired by an art piece that I saw on Pillow Talk, but it was a little bit expensive, so I wanted to save a bit of money and do a bit of creative work myself. So I feel like that just helps to tie in the room and add a little bit of a focal point to that wall. Then swinging around, we have our block out blinds, which I've got up at the moment, and this full length mirror, which I frequently do little outfit of the day checks. And then around on this side, we have our console table and some decor. You will notice this range of wood furniture. It's from Pacific Furniture, and you'll see it throughout my entire house. It is part of the Bordeaux collection, and I'm absolutely in love with it. I feel like it just adds like a little bit of rustic, kind of coastal, natural type vibes, and you can tell that it is very good quality, but it's also something that is a little bit more timeless. It's not going to date, I don't think, anyway. So I'm super happy with that. We have some clothing folded up in there, and then on the bedside tables I've just got a stack of some books with my diffuser. Lovely flowers. This artwork is from Kmart, a family photo and some geodes, and then both of the I didn't mention, both of the table lamps over there are also from Pillow Talk. And then we also have the walk-in wardrobe of my dreams. I've never had a walk-in wardrobe in any other home, so this is so exciting to me. I do have an entire video of decluttering and organizing my wardrobe if you are into that, so go check that out. But I've got all of my clothes on this side, and then wrapping around we've got all of Dave's clothes on that side, and then a few more bits and pieces tucked up the top in these baskets. Then the last area in this section of the house is our ensuite bathroom. And I love so many things about this house, but of the few things that I would change about the home, they almost all exist in the bathroom. But one thing I do love is I still love all of the tiles that we've selected and the countertops as well. I think that they are fantastic. I don't have much decor in the bathroom. The towels that I have are another great Aldi middle aisle find. And then I just have this little wooden tablet here with my hand wash and then like toothpaste on it. And the only other thing that we've got in here decor wise is our little laundry hamper. Another Aldi middle aisle. Coming back into the entryway, I have this lovely little entryway section. For a while, this space in the house was looking rather bland, but I really wanted to make it a pretty area rather than a nothing space. So none of these things are necessarily practical. They are definitely all aesthetic, other than the mirror if you want to look at yourself on the way out. But this console table here is also from the Bordeaux range at Pacific Furniture. I have a couple of like aesthetic coffee table books. This wooden bowl here is from Pillow Talk once again, as is this mirror, which was a Christmas gift a couple of years ago from my in-laws, and I had it tucked away knowing that I would use it in this house. Then we have a picture of Dave and I from our wedding, some dried flowers and a candle. And I just feel like all of these things tie well in terms of like sort of natural colors and textures to really bring a little bit of life to this space. Continuing on down the hallway, we have just passed the garage. I do want to do an entire video where we are like deep cleaning and like deep organization of the garage, but that is going to come at some point later in time. Dave wants to build like an entire shelving unit there to sort of store and organize all of our stuff and all of his tools. We also want to set up like a little bit of a gym area, so hopefully I can bring that to you. I mean, by the end of the year would be fantastic, so keep an eye out for that. I also have our linen cupboard there as well, and then this room, which recently got an upgrade, is our media room. Once again, we've got the Bordeaux range in our TV unit, and you will also see this lounge as a staple throughout our house. This is the Riviera lounge from Pillow Talk as well. The artwork above there I painted recently. It is my representation of Greenfields Beach in Jervis Bay, which is where Dave and I got married. I did some maternity pictures there. We went back there with Hunter and did some family photos, so it is a very special place to us. The pillows on the lounge are kind of from all different places. Like I got these two, the covers off Amazon. That one's a Pillow Talk, and I think the green leafy one is a Dares. Then swinging around here, this lovely little branch ladder is also from Pacific Furniture, and the top and bottom throw are from Pillow Talk, and then this rug here is from Fantastic Furniture. So this room is not quite finished. As you can see, we don't have any blinds in here. We will need to get custom ones, as we have with all the other rooms in the house. It's a very large window, so it's likely that we're going to need to get two separate rollers. I didn't want to do that until like I'd sorted out exactly what I wanted, but it'll likely be the same block out blinds as the rest of the house. And then at some point we do want to upgrade our television and get it fixed onto the wall. And I was talking with my mum today about how, because I've got like elements of green happening over here, we need some sort of greenery happening in this corner. So I have a heap of my plants that have been living and loving her house for a while now. And I think I'm gonna bring one of those down here and put it either in that corner there, or maybe even here to tie in a bit of green across the room. So if ever you watch any of my cleaning videos, which you should if you need some cleaning motivation, there are a heap on my channels, you may hear me refer to zones throughout my house. So those rooms that I just showed you then are what I consider to be zone 1. And this area is what I'm going to call zone 2. And this is the hub of the house, our open plan kitchen, living room, dining area, and I've definitely poured a lot of time and love into this space. This is the living portion of the room, and as you can see, we have our Riviera lounges back. These are the 2-seaters. We've also got the exact same Bordeaux console table there. The decor is from a mishmash of locations. clock is from Kmart. We've got the pillows coming from mostly Adairs or Amazon. My coffee table I have had once again for a billion years. It's one of those staple pieces of furniture that has moved with me from house to house, and I got that from Furniture One, a local furniture shop. And the rug, once again, is a fantastic furniture rug. These curtains that we've got in here, curtain shears, as well as the rods, are from Spotlight. I really like how they look, but the big bifold doors that we've got here currently do not have any curtains on them. And so at some point when we decide to get those, which will need to be custom as well due to the size of them, I will end up having to swap out these ones so that there is consistency across the curtains. But for now, I am really liking them, and they were a super affordable price. In a recent decorating video, I got Dave to help me decorate this gallery wall. I love the color selection in there, and this is really sentimental and special to me because majority of these pieces are from my nan's house, who passed away at the start of the year, and she always wanted me to have something of hers in my new home, and so this is what I selected, and it includes a portrait of her amongst them as well. So it's a very sentimental and special piece of decor in my home. Moving around from the living room area, we have our kitchen. It is the kitchen of my dreams. In my previous two houses that I rented for like the last 7 years, the kitchens were very small and very dark. So to have a large, bright, white kitchen is just so beautiful to me. And I've never cooked on a gas stove, so that is a new learning experience. All of these bar stools are also from Pacific Furniture. They got a heap of business from me in putting together this house. I believe that they are the Bella chairs. And as with all of the rooms in the house, all of our fixtures are black. We also have a lovely large oven, which is fantastic for cooking in, and the tiles on the splashback are also the same in the laundry and as a feature wall in both of our bathrooms. And this is another little much loved area for me, my coffee machine. I have been loving the coffee, particularly since becoming a mum. It is my mum juice, if you will. And this is also such a cool feature, a butler's pantry. I am used to having like such a small pantry in the previous two houses that Dave and I rented. The last house we rented, the pantry was 2 drawers. So this is just like an absolute dream. We have our bin and our fridge in there, as well as all of our pantry food items. We've also got the space there for our regular kettle, and then any other electrical items that we have for the kitchen are in these drawers here. Moving around from the kitchen, the last area that I have in what I like to call Zone 2 is the dining room. Once again, we have the Bordeaux dining table and the Bella chairs from Pacific Furniture, and another Pillow Talk find, this lovely artwork. And then I have my 2 fiddle leaf figs. We're also featuring some of Hunter's bits and pieces here as well. His current little high chair, and then a bigger one for when he grows a little bit more, but he is loving having dinners with us. And I currently have the centerpiece styled in more of a wintry type theme, but I have been very much enjoying switching this little decor out for each of our seasons and making it very cute and seasonal. Now we're going to move into the final area of the house. This is what in my cleaning videos I typically refer to as Zone 3. So as as we're coming into zone 3, the first thing you'll notice is this big cutout in the wall, which is fantastic because it adds a lot of natural light into the activities room. And it's also been really good because we are able to have Hunter playing in here on his mat while we're cooking dinner. Sometimes he sits up and cooks dinner with us, but he's also able to sit and play, and we can have a good view of him. So this mat is from Muscle Mat. It's really nice and soft. And then we have at the moment just his toys and mats sort of set up in this little box there. We've got some books and toys, and then in this basket we've got some blankets. And obviously this space will grow and evolve as he does, but I'm hoping that it can continue to be an area where he can play or relax when he's older, and perhaps when he's even older still, it can be turned into like a little bit of a study area for him. From the hallway, we then have the laundry area. Nothing like too noteworthy in here. I just have a little bit of decor that I styled up on the bench there. I don't typically use this bench for a lot other than maybe sometimes a bit of folding. And I've got all of my cleaning products, mop, vacuum, etc. stored in this cupboard. And then over this section, we have the tub and the washing machine. At some point I would like to upgrade this washing machine to a smaller front loader, and then I can put our dryer in over the top. At the moment the dryer is existing out in the garage, but it would be nice to have everything in the one space. But for the moment this washing machine is serving me well. I've had it for like, once again, over 10 years, so it's one of those things that just continues to carry on. Moving up the hallway, the next room that we have is our main bathroom, which has all of the same features as the master bath in terms of fixtures, tiles, etc. I do have a few more Aldi items with our laundry basket and this mat, and then this lovely little bath caddy, if you will, was a Christmas present from Dave. And then everything else pretty much in here is just quite minimal because we don't typically use this bathroom very often. But we also have a shower and toilet around on this side here. The last room up this end of the hallway is Hunter's bedroom, which I just switched around in my recent Get It All Done With Me video. I did have the change table slash dresser over this side of the wall, but we used to have a breastfeeding chair there, and since I moved that out, it felt like this space, it was all just like, it wasn't feng shuiing. So now that I've got everything sort of aligned along that wall, I feel like it looks a lot better and it opens up the room a little bit. And then we've got his sort of play area here and his cot over on the other side there. I do also have two artworks on either side of the window. They're probably a little bit more girly, but we did put those up before we knew what we were having, but I still think that they are super cute, and they're both prints by Tess Skinnery. She is an artist, poet, and just like all around awesome person. Moving past our little activities room, we have two final bedrooms at the very back of the house. This one I just recently completed. This is our spare bedroom. We do have blinds in here now, but for a long time these bedrooms did not have blinds. This bed was at my parents' house. It was just a spare bed there and they let us have it. So it's good if we've got guests or whatnot. The blanket was crocheted by my sister, and then I've got this chair that I used to have as like a desk chair in here, just as kind of like a bedside table, since there weren't any to go with this bed. I've just got some books on it, and this is like an extra chair from my dining setting. Obviously when we put Hunter's high chair at the end there needed to be a chair removed to sort of make enough space. So I've just got it in here. You could put clothes there if you're staying here, or maybe I'll put a plant there. I'm not sure at this stage, but basically I just needed somewhere to put it since it wasn't able to exist at the dining table anymore. And then the final room is directly opposite, and that is what I'm calling my filming room. Now, if you are not new to my channel, this backdrop probably looks quite familiar to you. This is where I typically sit down on that chair and film a lot of my videos, whether it's my coffee and conversations, which are more sort of in-depth just chats on different topics, or a lot of like intros and outros to many of my videos get filmed right there. That was my chair that I used for breastfeeding and just rocking Hunter to sleep, typically as a newborn, but I wasn't using it a lot as he started to grow older, so I moved it in here to use as a filming chair, and it gets a lot more use now. And then this bookcase, I'm pretty sure I got that from Furniture One also. And I've got my books on there, all nice and color coded, which, you know, just speaks to my aesthetic, organizational personality, but also provides like a lovely backdrop for my videos. We do have a lot of bare space on the floor in this room because I often get out my yoga mat from the cupboard there where I've got some workout gear, and use this room also for exercise purposes. And then here we just have like a little bit of a stationary setup with my laptop stand, a heap of different calendars, journals, highlighters, and then our printer. At some stage, I would love to have like a bit more of a desk setup in here that I can use specifically for editing purposes, but until I find like the desk of my dreams, which I haven't yet, we will just leave it as is. So that is going to bring us to the end of my finished home tour. Like the garage, the backyard is a whole nother beast, and I am currently filming a yard transformation video, but it is taking quite some time. So hopefully that will be up on the channel before the end of the year, would be fantastic, so that I can have like the backyard of my dreams, show you guys the whole transformation process. There has been a lot happening in the last month, so I'm really excited for what is to come outside, as well as all the little minor updates that will be going on the inside and in the garage as well. If you liked this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe down below. I upload new ones every single week. With that being said, I hope you guys have a fantastic rest of your week, and I'll see you all in my next video. Bye guys.